recap, and I'll kind of fill in some of the gaps.
Creepiness.
Things are getting weird in this tower.
Mm-hmm. That's honestly all I can really clearly remember. I'm sorry, my memory's so bad. It's been a week.
It's been an extra week.
I mean, there was the little creature thing he had. What was he holding?
Orb.
Orb, yes. I was like, okay, an orb would be too obvious, but what did the orb do?
I don't know why I want to say you guys were flying, and I was trying to keep up by parkouring. We were going somewhere, and there were angels or people or light or just I don't know. Something was ahead of us, and we have encountered it.
Yeah. I think just to kind of get the ball rolling. The last session, there was the creature that had the orb that was the key to the next area. You spoke with him, bribed him with booze, got the orb and put it back in its place. Got kind of elevated to the next level, where you saw the book floating in front of you. Celia tried to grab or touch it, and it kind of flew, like pages kind of started flying around you. And after a moment of that, the room at the top of the tower kind of, not necessarily exploded per se, but it kind of like, the tower just kind of shot off in different directions, like pieces of the tower shot off in different directions. You're in the astral sea, or I don't know if I described this properly, or maybe some kind of like, the clouds are kind of almost forming like walls, like in the distance. So you don't know if this is like the full astral sea or if there's something weird going on here. You saw rubble around you and light up above you. You began shifting gravity, and then you, instead of shifting gravity, decided to go the route of jumping. And yeah, we...
Again, intelligence, wisdom, not my best.
Yeah, both of the things that you are low in are the things, yeah. We got to the, or you got to the, close to this light that was in the distance. It's no longer in the distance. It's now close by. Amazing how that works. And you saw figures convening around this light, but couldn't quite make them out with your perception. And I believe where we had left off is, oh no, I think it was just you couldn't make it out. I asked you if you wanted to roll perception. You guys just decided, nah, let's go say hi. And in the art channel, we have the last 3 images are the figures that you see. To recap again, because I think part of why we dipped last time was because I think Heidi was having some internet issues.
Oh, that's right. That's why I don't remember anything.
Yeah, I think that's partially why you don't remember the kind of ending here. You see this dwarf, shirtless, crossbow for an arm, kind of everything below the elbow has been replaced with a pretty decently sized looking crossbow. He's got tattoos of these kind of circular patterns with kind of eyes and tentacles kind of coming off. I think I may have had you roll something. Those look vaguely familiar, and maybe we can roll again to see how familiar. Elthronis. A kind of freaked out and paranoid looking drow, accompanied close accompanied closely by this floating brain with a bird-like beak and these tendrils draping off of it. And then you also see a familiar figure of a mind flare floating near this light, and one of the brain dog things that you had fought in the sewers before. What is happening? You are not certain, but I will give you guys a moment here just to kind of re-examine these things. These people are about to see you. Does anybody want to change their approach? Also, to re-clarify, there's kind of near this light, which seems to be your objective, there are these kind of various platforms kind of floating around that you think you may be able to stand on. One that's like kind of leading up to the light that you think you can stand on.
So just to be
do we want to
clear,
sneak?
these creatures are between us and the light that we're trying to get to?
One is kind of standing in front of it, seemingly examining. The rest of them are standing a bit behind or kind of around. The dwarf seems a bit on like patrol. He's looking a bit more actively. The drow seems to be looking a bit more passively, but also like examining what this mind flare is doing. The mind flare is not actively kind of looking for you. It seems more focused on this light.
So, sneak? What are the chances of us sneaking past this mind flare to get to the light successfully?
They do tend to be a bit observant, dear.
Our party is not really known for their stealth.
I mean, maybe get a bit closer and we'll see what we can do.
Do we need to talk this out? Do we need to stealth or fight this out? Do we not know?
Are you asking Tara?
Yeah.
I think what matters is, I think from what I'm gathering, they seem to want whatever kind of gesturing with a paw that is. It seems like the spell that's causing this place. I think we need to reach it and destroy it in some sense. We could try doing that at range, I suppose. But that would alert them of the position. Whether that fails or works, I'm not certain.
I mean, do we trust that we can get this done at range? Because two of us are ranged, one of us is melee.
Believe me, I got range. And she just like pats the rain.
Roll a d100. If you roll a 1, you misfire.
You want me to do that right now?
I mean, I will leave this to you. If you want to do that, I'm not going to force you to do that. I don't want to
Okay, you know what? This is Cordelia we're talking
For
about.
the hell of it.
Control, what the hell's that? 84.
Nah, I think you're good. You don't accidentally like smack the trigger in just the right way where it goes off or anything.
Wonderful. Good to know. Casper, what is it, baby? Come here.
That's just fun. Maybe if you get in position, or try pulling one of them away in some way.
Is there something I can kind of like duck under and aim at? Or like aim from?
Are you trying to like find a position that would like kind of give you some cover
Yeah.
that you could kind of snipe
Hey.
from?
We could make one if you want to just get up. Like I can float one of these meteors that I'm just on. Then I'm gonna try to roll one of these, and you can just try like to get cover behind it.
Are you just trying to like grab one and like kind of move it with you?
Yeah, just one big enough for like if I was, let's say like a Nimbus-sized one where she could essentially get on it, and I can throw her either like to the side or up in the air where she could essentially get a cleaner shot.
I guess
I'm sorry, I had to move the cat.
had to move the cat. Did
Yep.
it move back?
Nope, I closed the door. Anywho, so yes, I'm trying to find something I can kind of duck behind.
Okay. I will say Cordelia, roll an investigation check, and
Okay.
depending on the result of this, you might be able to just find a spot like this. Uranus, are you just trying to like grab this and like throw it now, or are you like just trying to like think about like how that would work?
I'm not thinking of throwing anything, I'm just thinking of
Well, Uranus had something that he was talking about.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm thinking like if I essentially find you like a meteor that's roughly like 2-3 times your size, you can essentially hide or crouch behind it. I can essentially throw it and let it make it just look like it's another rock that's floating around, while you're essentially hiding behind it, and you can get a clear shot at her. But I don't know if these guys will notice that or not.
Like throw it in their direction, like towards them, so that she can get closer.
Yeah, so you can get closer, but she's gonna have the cover of the rock, so they won't notice until she like takes the shot.
Okay. I guess you roll an investigation check as well to see if there's anything nearby that would fit that sort of role.
10.
10? I think with a 10, you think that there's like a few spaces that you might be able to do it, but it might be a little awkward. You may not get the full amount of cover that you're hoping for.
I mean, let me help with that, because I also rolled a 10.
With yours, I think you're not able to find a piece of like debris that would be the right size for that. Probably a few things that are like too big for being able to throw something like that and have it be maneuverable or like subtle, and then a few things that are like just too small. It's like, yeah, she can't really hide behind that. That's not big enough for her to hide behind. So you can get some, I will say, I believe it's half cover is the +2 to AC. I will say you could find a few positions that have half cover.
Okay.
Cordelia.
All right.
Yeah. Which the others can use if they choose to.
All right. I can use something with half cover that I can kind of crouch behind and pop up and fire from.
All right.
Oh, so we're just straight up attacking these guys. Okay.
I mean, that's what I thought we were doing, but
I mean, it's how you want to go. You now have more information to work with. More information is more power.
Mhm.
All right.
uh,
Then I guess, are we going to try and ambush them?
I'm cool with that.
It
We know-
appears so.
Why they're here?
Oh joy. Well, do we know this is what we're supposed to do? Fight them, or are we supposed to talk to them? We honestly don't know, do we?
The guidance or the request was to kind of get to the source of this. You're not certain who these people are or why they're here.
I mean, one of them
actually,
straight up looks like something we've had to fight before.
I mean, yeah. Actually, Uranus, as you're kind of observing, roll me a history check. with a +3, let's say. Contextual.
Okay, well, thanks to that +3, because 16.
16. Okay. With that, I think you kind of take a peek over to look at these kind of people. It's like, you notice the tattoos that this dwarf seems to have are awfully familiar to Xanathar member tattoos, but full body tattoos. And obviously this is not like an open street, but he is very proudly showing these off.
Would I know anyone, like, are there any specific people who do this, be it like specific ranked, or is this something people did back in the day, or is this a new thing?
Like showing off Xanathar tattoos like this?
Yeah.
I don't know if you'd know specifically whether this would be like a fashion statement or like something that would be like from a particular kind of time period. But I think you do remember as well that the Mind Flayer that you fought, this Mind Flayer, does seem to be the same one, and you found it before in a Xanathar hideout. In that sewer. So putting things together, given that all these people are working together, perhaps these are some people from the Xanathar Guild?
Well, shit. Okay, so this might be completely off, and I may be wrong entirely, but we might be dealing from members of the Xanathar. More specifically, and pointing at the Mind Flayer, I think that's the guy that we killed the brain puppy when we did the rescue.
Oh.
Those brain creatures are abominations to nature.
Hey, just because we have brains doesn't mean that we're evil.
Not you, the one with legs.
Legs?
I'm afraid to ask, do you know what those actually do, just out of curiosity?
They help me walk.
No, like those, the things that Mind Flayer is petting, those brain puppies, do you know what they actually do? I'm curious.
Well, I assume that they eat and they poop and they breathe. That's 3 things.
No, they do none of those. They do something worse, though.
Oh, what do they do?
How much of this would I know? Because I can explain to her, like, out of game, but in game, I don't know if I'd be able to explain it to her as a strongest.
Roll an Arcana check. With a +1 given context, I'd say.
Okay, it's solid 14 Arcana. I think I got more or less the gist, I think.
Or 14, yeah, I'd say you get the gist. Do you want me to share, or do you want to share however much you think is appropriate?
I'll give my quick take on it, and then you can give the actual, like, official version that, will horrify us.
Yeah. Let's go on.
So here's the thing. These things eat the... Let me put this in a way I think you'll get most of it. These things will eat your brain, but in your mind. So they don't actually eat your brain, but they eat your mind. And the way they do that is just by looking at you funny. And then when you fall down because they ate your mind, not your brain, then they become your brain. No, they become your brain and your mind, and then you're just theirs, and it's bad.
Well, that's rude.
It's rude.
Yes.
They were never trained. These brain puppies were not trained at all.
Okay, so shoot on sight. Don't whistle. Come here, Rover. Gotcha.
But officially, an out-of-game, it's far-fight. It's worse.
The specific thing is, they are known as intellect devourers, and they are particularly they are capable of doing some body snatching. If they basically absorb your brain, they can become your brain, and then you have no brain other than their brain. And they basically pilot you like a mech.
It's gross because I've seen some versions of this where like they just essentially like some people describe it as like them just falling over dead, while they essentially take over your mind. Other people describe it where like they burrow, like they attach onto your head and give you like a brainiac or like a megamind sized head because that's their brain is now inside your head.
Yeah, double.
Everybody's got a different take on how it happens, but I always found it funny. Like it looks like they died, and then your body just pops back up, like it's back to normal, but it's not.
Yeah, pretty freaky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're not certain what these other two people are here for, whether they're thralls of some kind, or whether they are other members of the Xanathar Guild, or what is going on.
I mean, the other guy's definitely Xanathar. He's got like the tattoos and everything. Drow, who, if he has that beak brain with him, is definitely not good.
Yeah.
Well then.
Well,
Shall we fight?
I don't know if saying hi would do much good.
Precisely.
So, do we want to hit them fast and hard to get by them? Do we all need to get to the next level, or are we here like you can get there? Or we may have to like tag them really quick. We can try and hit them hard. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not at my best. I don't know how the two of you are doing either.
I could be better.
Could be better,
Ain't
huh?
doing too bad.
Oh, I think I mentioned this last time as well, but I think once again Heidi wasn't here. You guys can go ahead and take a short rest if you have not already done so. Just for the sake of simplicity and also not having this be a nasty encounter.
Come on, let's roll them TPK dice.
Boo!
Everybody dies.
No, worse. We're still in the astral plane, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They don't have to kill us. They just have to send us adrift off of this specific path, and we're screwed.
Yeah. And some pretty weird stuff could happen in the astral plane.
I mean, we could come across rifts trying to get back, and we're sent to other places. Anywhere.
Could literally end up in heaven or hell.
Or in the water plane, just endless oceans with like who knows what kind of creatures of the deep. Or just falling forever in like the airplane. That place is.
Plane of air. Yeah.
It's cool and also terrifying.
Don't even want to think about the plane of fire. Though honestly, it's probably the most habitable of all of them.
Oddly enough, yeah. Because like if you get to the city and not get immediately killed or enslaved by anything that's there.
Yeah, you can actually.
Earth would be bad because I don't remember. I think doesn't that place not have air? It's just Earth.
Other than like very small pockets, yeah, it is just rock and stone. Also, Cordelia, I meant to ask this before because I didn't even mention it to the others. Have you heard of or seen Blue Eye Samurai?
No. What is it?
It's gonna be your newest obsession. It's on Netflix. Check it out.
Okay, is it like historically inspired?
It is. I
think some parts of it, yeah.
Yeah, I think some of it. I think it's probably exaggeration.
This is the movie that I've been seeing, like clip by clip on TikTok. People have posted clips of it, and I keep seeing things from it.
Yeah.
Okay, show. Movie. Yeah.
Fair enough. But no, yeah.
Granted, I didn't know whether it was a movie or a show. but it looks very cool.
That is fair. It's fair. Great animation style.
And it is historically inspired. Fuck yeah, dude!
I am sure, 100% sure, they are definitely making it a lot more dramatic, but...
Oh yeah, but like the
cool.
clothing, that's what I mean. Like,
oh, you mean like historically?
Events and stuff, like I mean like aesthetically, it's historically inspired. Oh
yes.
yeah.
Okay, guys, my food just arrived, so I will be still here, but my responses will be fewer and far between. I'm still here.
Okay.
Fair enough.
If you need a meat shield, just hide behind me. If you need me to hit something, just point me at it and throw me.
All right.
I cast Throw of Thronus.
I mean, and now hear me out on this. If I was to throw, let's say, Cordelia, and then, Celia was to cast Enlarge, will her gun technically become a giant cannon?
Why do you have to throw Cordelia first?
Because that seems fun. It's more fun.
Exactly. If you're gonna fight, you'll fight and have fun.
Yeah, like if I throw her like halfway through, like at the peak of her arc, she just gigantifies and just, rains down hell with her gun. Is she technically firing like a giant cannon?
If you're not having fun while doing so, is it really murder?
Not really.
Yeah. No, this is great. Yeah, excuse me. So, are you guys wanting to check in on anything? Are you guys gonna formulate a plan of some kind? Do you guys want any more details? Are you gonna Leroy Jenkins? That is always an option. Just go back to plan A.
Did I find something I could kind of duck behind?
Yes.
Okay,
you found some,
then I'm gonna take my position there, get my gun ready, and look at the others. Should I go ahead and do it?
I will say the
Celia
distance
is conflicted.
What's the distance on your rifle, out of curiosity?
What's what on my rifle?
The range.
The range. Let's see.
I got it. 120 feet.
Yep.
It's the long range, but the short range is 40 feet.
40.
Is it with disadvantage on the long range, or is it just without proficiency?
I have no idea.
It's normally with disadvantage.
Okay. I will say with the range that in the position that you're at, you're currently, let's say, 60 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
You think you might be able to maneuver to a closer spot that has cover as well, but you would have to kind of dodge onto a different one of these platforms, and that would require a stealth check.
Stealth is my middle name. I'll do it.
Okay. Do you want to do that now, or do you want to formulate a plan with the rest
let's
of
do
while
it
you're on
now.
Same Rock?
We can hand signal to each other. We just do like a little whistle, flutter with the hands, and then armpit fart, and then point.
Okay, sure.
Celia's looking on, extremely confused.
What is she doing?
Stealth. That was an 18.
18. I mean, normally I would check their passives, but I think with an 18, we just do one roll. Let's see. Okay, yeah, no, you managed to remain undetected.
All right.
You are, I'll say you're right at the 40 feet now.
Cool.
to get them in range. There. I had to say that. Stumbling over my words. All right. I know Othronus is out for the moment. Celia, is there anything you want to do to prepare, or do you want to talk? Do you want to navigate this socially? Do you want to try and telekinesis, like, slam these two together? I don't think you have...
Oh, if I have that ability, say less.
If you did have the telekinesis spell, that would very much come in handy right now, because just, crush them all between, like, a couple of these rocks.
I am quickly going to Blade Song.
You're going to Blade Song. We can just say, for the sake of this, you have that ready before combat.
Perfect.
And kind of, you'll have that kind of up before, but we can still do things between now.
I do want to talk to them, but I'm concerned this is going to lead to a fight.
Okay. I'll say then that you just have that.
I'll have it ready, just in case.
Yeah.
She's going to start walking towards the light with the Mind Flayer there. Mind Flayer.
Okay. I will
not stealthy
say,
out in the open.
I will say, whenever Othronus gets back on, we will check to see whether he wants to go with you or whether he wants to stay hidden or go around to a different spot, different rock. Yeah, excuse me.
Cool.
What is your approach as you float in?
Yep, I'll follow her.
Okay. Following alongside.
She wants to go with an air of confidence as if she 100% knows what she's doing. But she just wants to approach the light until someone stops her.
I will say, roll a performance or persuasion. Yeah, I'll say performance or persuasion. I think I know which one you're going to choose.
Performance it is.
Yeah.
21.
21. With that, as you kind of... Are you saying anything, or are you just kind of silently approaching?
I am, like, sauntering up towards the light.
Yeah, we'll say, you kind of float and make your way, and I won't make you roll for this one. You are able to kind of get to this platform, kind of one of the edges of this platform, and then kind of saunter. Most of these, the two humanoids, the dwarf and the drow, are kind of surprised at your approach. This mind flare kind of... You hear it strangely enough in your mind. You hear a sigh, and then kind of like turning its head only slightly to kind of glare over in your direction, it asks, "What is it now? What do you want?"
We're searching for a wizard. We think he's involved with this light.
Why are you here? How did you end up here?
She'll kind of look around. Great question.
Through any one of these doors.
Now, if you could step aside.
Yeah, you see a door fly past. Did you just tell him to step aside?
Yes.
With like a roll of his eyes and not even kind of telepathically saying anything to you, he just kind of waves his hand and kind kind of gesturing to the three of the dwarf, the drow, and this kind of floating brain creature, not the brain dog. It's still kind of by his side. And they're kind of approaching. This dwarf kind of goes like, "Fortunately, we can't have you messing with our operation here. We'll miss your little friend here too." Wait a minute.
You're cute.
You.
But I'm not trying to mess with anything other than finding this wizard.
This here little whatever MacGuffin he's calling it. I don't really care about all this. It's ours. Property is Xanathar. Get lost. And I mean that literally.
Sounds like a gangster.
Little mob boss guy.
Listen, I'm not trying to take anything of yours. I could care less what you're doing. I just need to find this wizard and put an end to this ordeal. This has dragged on long enough. She's gonna keep walking towards the light.
This dwarf says, "Agreed," and levels this crossbow arm. Last chance. Take another step. You get it between your eyes.
So if I don't know, because I was falling behind her. So if I can, not as stealthily as I would probably want it to be, but more of a, this is the biggest and kind of a blatant. He's just, I'm chucking, and let me double check this because I think if these are technically light, yeah, I'm chucking 2 tomahawks at him.
All right. You're checking 2 tomahawks. I think with that, we're gonna roll initiative. I'm gonna say before we get into initiative proper, let's resolve a tomahawk throw and a crossbow bolt being fired.
Yay!
I guess you roll initiative for.
I don't know if I can do this, but if I can, I'm essentially trying to aim at his own, at the shot itself. So I don't know if we'll be able to knock each other's like weapons out, but that's more what I'm aiming for.
Oh, you're trying to like block his shot?
Yeah, I'm essentially trying to chuck my tomahawk to see if it'll intercept the bolt, but let's see what happens.
Let's say you roll an attack roll. I'm gonna roll an attack roll for him, and if you meet or beat his attack roll, I will say, just for simplicity's sake, let's say meet or beat it by 2. Then you're able to kind of like block this shot. Going for the rule of cool here.
Okay, it's the best I could do, and I don't know if this would be an emphasis roll or not, because
actually
22.
22 to hit. Nice. You're able to successfully. It kind of like your tomahawk kind of like deflects this bolt, like it kind of like goes shooting off into this void kind of behind you. Actually kind of whizzing by the rock that you're on, Cordelia. And your tomahawk is kind of like, it looks maybe a little bit chipped, and it like kind of like, when blocking this bolt, it kind of like redirected it, and now this tomahawk is like kind of been bounced and reflected into the air, and now it kind of starts floating up, and then it kind of starts floating back down, and then it just starts hanging there, kind of spinning, like kind of twisting in the air.
How far in the air? Like, could I run up and like grab it, or do I have to jump up to grab it, or is it just out of range?
I think it would be a jump up, but not. I don't think it would be one that would require an athletics check. I think at this point, though, we are going to get initiative going.
A grand total of 5.
8.
If I can just give a quick insult, just because I know he's Xanathar now. And I'm, trying to think, what would be like, what's the customary like insult we give each other? Like, do we have one, or do we just make things up on
spot? For like between Xanathar and Zentrim?
Yeah, essentially just to let them know this is why we're fighting.
I had not thought of if there's like a default insult, but if you want to make something up on the fly, by all means. I don't know how much you know about the Xanathar, like out of game.
I mean, the best I could do is just make something up that insults like their like serpent with wings, which is technically theirs, right?
No, that's yours.
Okay, so that one's ours. Theirs is the eyeball.
Their cross. You would know this. I don't know if the others would, though. Maybe it's probably been shared at some point. Their mob boss is a beholder.
Oh, that's right. Didn't we like run across it in the sewer? Or am I thinking of something else?
You found
that's the mind flayer.
You found the mind flayer, but you also found in the sewer. You found like a spectator that was watching out for the sewer base.
Okay.
Which is kind of like a mini beholder. If everybody can put their rolls for initiative in the dice rolling channel.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, you rolled well.
Not great, right?
None of us had a great initiative roll.
Yeah, that's not great.
Have fun.
I was hoping to follow this up with like we all did cool stuff, but now we're all just gonna get curve stomped real quick.
I am sorry for the initiative, guys. Let's go. That'd be next. Okay. Let's see. Oh. Okay.
So just let us know when the rest of them show up to blindside us.
What's his initiative bonus? Oh, wait, really? He only has that? What does he think is... Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Sorry. Looking over some of these stats and they're a little surprising. Gonna have one more to go with, actually.
So these are all just mini bosses, right?
How many mini bosses do you need?
I'd see at least 1 to 2 per person.
Yeah. Only 2?
Because you always go with like the person who can mimic everything you can do but better, and then the person who does the opposite of you.
So somebody rolled a nat 20 and somebody rolled a nat 1.
Oh my. Oh, hooray.
I'm just saying it now. My dibs on the dwarf. I want to take him out one-on-one, but I don't know how that's going to work out with all everything else.
Yeah, there may be some chaos here. I'm also going to rule that Tara followed you over, Cordelia. Roll. Yeah, she would succeed that dex. That's still. And I'm going to say the 2 of you are currently hidden, since you passed those stealth rolls. She is going to launch herself from this kind of rock, claws out, and she is going to attempt to rip and tear into the intellect devourer.
Okay.
Please. That should be that. Yeah. She just barely gets into that thing, and she's gonna take. Let me roll. Yeah, she gets a moderate swipe into the intellect devourer, but it still looks up and raring. She is going to then kind of use flyby, and she is going to kind of get out of range of that thing. And starting with. Sorry, this is a whole bunch of different creatures, and yeah. So that's down to. I can do the math. All right. So that is Tara's turn. She's kind of back onto that main platform with the 3 of you guys and all of these other people. The Mind Flayer does not seem too bothered at this point. This drow is going to kind of nervously look around the battlefield here. And he's going to. He doesn't look all that like physically strong. He's kind of relying on like this staff, not necessarily that he's going to fall over, but more that he's just like nervous and kind of relying on it. He's going to approach you, Celia. Because it sounded like you were kind of at the forefront here. He's gonna kind of shoot you a glance, like nervously, and he's going to take a swipe at you, but he's gonna do it at disadvantage.
Female or male drow?
This is a male drow.
Huh.
I assume, because you also have your blade song going, I assume a 13 does not hit?
A 13 does not hit.
Alright. As he kind of gets close and kind of like, he kind of takes this like overbearing swing, and he's gonna kind of like, as he's like kind of passing by you and like stumbling in, it's like, why are you here? Sorry, probably more like a Why are you here?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Did he send you?
Who's he?
With a nervous look, he is going to. That is going to be the end of his turn, as kind of this is happening in the midst of combat, and he kind of circles around, kind of into a defensive position. Yeah, that is his turn. Next it is Growl's turn. What's it gonna do? It was near him, and it's going to take a more serious attack, and it's going to swing over at you as well, Celia. Let's see if this... Okay, I assume another 13 doesn't hit.
It does not hit.
And... does a 14 hit?
It also does not hit.
Alright. So this thing kind of approaches with like all of its tendrils kind of hanging below, and it kind of swings them all kind of wildly in your direction, and you're able to kind of nimbly kind of duck and weave. I mean, how would you like to describe dodging that?
You actually kind of nailed it. Very nimbly. Light on her feet, almost like a dance, as she just moves out of the way of the tendrils.
Yeah. Ultra instinct jokes aside, it is kind of approached. This thing does not have eyes. It just kind of has this like kind of open maw. It looks like it's kind of breathing through its mouth uncomfortably. Kind of hovering up in the air. You actually see this drow kind of like turn towards it kind of nervously. Like he's kind of a bit afraid of it. It is the Mind Flayer's turn, and it does not noticeably at this point do anything. You do, however, see a pulse kind of come from this light. Like it's kind of something has happened. You're not entirely certain, but it seems a bit more like the light isn't spread out quite as far. It's kind of like been retracted a bit. It's the Mind Flayer's turn. Othronis, it is now your turn. You have a smorgasbord of creatures in front of you to attack.
Well, I mean, there's only one I'm going to really go for. So, and you said that my tomahawk was roughly floating above us. Like, is it near this guy, or do I have to run around to get it?
It kind of was in between kind of the, it was like it kind of just bounced up and a little bit forwards from where you had kind of deflected that crossbow bolt. So you think that if you kind of looking at this, you think that you may be able to like jump, grab it midair, and like kind of be able to kind of land and make an attack.
That's what I'm going to go for. I have no idea if that requires any extra rules.
Since we kind of are working as well with a bit of reduced gravity here, a bit of moon gravity, I will say that you do not need to roll for this. You do kind of launch yourself. I'll say roll athletics or acrobatics just for kind of like how this goes. And if you roll like below a 5, maybe there'll be some minor penalty, right, but you'll still do it.
No, yeah, right. So I'm taking out one brass knuckle and hopefully grab this axe and, go at him dual wielding. Acrobatics or athletics.
All right. Roll the moons. Which Cordelia
Okay.
you are on deck?
So that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. So yeah, you are able to kind of launch yourself up into the air, catch this thing midair, and you are kind of careening forwards and downwards. What would you like to do?
This may seem odd, but I think I'm going to attack.
What?
Oh, really? Othronus, the barbarian, attack in combat? This is unheard
Sadly,
of.
no more rages for the day. I really didn't plan this day out well.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to say something, but I also didn't want to say anything.
Mystery dungeon, man. That's why. This wasn't a planned one.
But yeah, and you also went into it not really knowing this would be a dungeon of this sort.
That's what it happens.
I think at higher levels you get the rages back in a short rest. Because I thought it was that before, but
I
sounds
think
like
I
it's
get
not.
one more range at like a higher level, and then at a certain point above, it just lasts until at end.
Yeah.
I think it's like the first 2-3 levels above 10.
Yeah, something like that.
And to make this fair, but not necessarily for me, reckless on both.
Reckless on both of those. All right. Get some advantage on there.
Alright, 11 and an 18, so the first one is a 24.
The first one definitely hits. Definitely hit.
And then the second one is a 22.
22. Those will both hit. Be honest, this guy is not wearing a shirt or any other armor. He does not have a high AC.
Hey, that just makes it easier for us. He was the dummy who decided to not wear a shirt or armor. To be aesthetic, the rule of cool has made him a fool. Aha.
It's a nice rhyme.
Oh, why, thank you.
I am now mentally preparing myself for the absolutely ridiculous number of damage that Siler is about to tell me he deals.
17 for the first one.
17 damage for the first one. Just the first attack. All right. What about that second one?
That's an even 7, because I only get my Divine Fury on the first.
Right. Okay, so 17 plus 7, that's 24. You don't kill him, but how would you like to describe kind of these attacks?
Well, the first one's the obvious, kind of like that whole slow motion, almost like a Michael Jordan kind of leap when he grabs the axe and just lets it fall like he's doing a slam dunk. Going for the left side of the clavicle on one side, and he is going to leave the axe embedded before he essentially pulls back his fist underneath, behind his shirt, before he pulls out the bladed brass knuckle and just takes a hard left hook right across his jaw.
Yeah, no, that is, he is very much off kilter and kind of stunned by all this. He's kind of unkempt, and just kind of, he's not doing well. Looks like perhaps a stiff breeze could knock him over, or something of the sort.
All attacks against me have advantage. It's a free-for-all, y'all.
Have advantage. Till the start of your next turn.
Yep.
So if any of you guys want to make any attacks against Othronus, now would be a pretty good time.
Yeah, no, if anybody has any grudges, y'all got advantage.
Nope. He's been nothing but a perfect friend.
I don't know if I'd say that.
Oh, sure he has.
He literally abandoned you for a month and a half. He ghosted you.
Yeah, but he had his reasons and he's back now. Can't stay angry at him for long.
Good times, good times.
I did write you guys goodbye notes.
Friendship is forever, man.
That's fair. Friendship is forever. Sorry, Celia, you got friend zoned. Nah, you're just gonna do the friends with benefits thing, aren't you?
Oh, here's my thing, because that was Cordelia talks, so I guess she just only wants to be friends. I guess neither of us had a chance with her since the beginning. That's too bad.
Oh, darn.
Oh no.
I know you're all devastated.
But no, yeah, this guy's not looking all that hot. Cordelia, it is now your turn.
Yeah, boy. I'm gonna aim straight for the mind flare.
Straight for the big brain boy.
Yeah, see it explode like a pumpkin after it's been left to rot on the porch for 2 weeks. Then you take this shotgun and then you put it up on the little spot on the hill where all the volunteer pumpkins grow, and you just scatter it that way. Anywho, rolling to hit.
Rolling to hit.
17 plus 8. What is that, brain?
It's pretty high. 25. That will hit.
Alright. I can just find my D8. 1d8 plus 4. 6 plus 4 for an even 10 damage.
Even 10 damage. Alright.
Oh, no, I was looking at my crossbow. Not the frickin' musket.
Yeah.
That's a D12 instead of a D8.
You actually accidentally pull out your crossbow and attack with that. Sorry.
And it's the same DC for both of those. I'm
Same
sorry,
damage.
let me redo that.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You don't need
That's
that.
basically how he showed off the tomahawk.
So that's 11 plus 4 for 15 damage. Okay, that's better.
All right.
Sorry.
15? I thought you said it was the same damage.
No, I
or
meant
were
like
you saying, did you mean DC as in attack roll?
Yeah, the attack roll's the same.
Okay.
The damage, I just...
So you said 15? Okay.
Yep, 15.
All right.
Yeah, even though I'm using my musket, my crossbow is the one listed first for some reason.
Just alphabetical order. C comes before M.
Yep.
Yeah, you level your rifle at this creature. No longer hidden, but actually roll again because you do have advantage since you are hidden.
All right.
See if you crit.
10?
10 to hit total. I do not think that is a... Yeah.
To hit, that's 10 plus 8, so 18.
Okay. Still, that's not a crit. So you still hit. So you aim your rifle at this creature, aiming for its head. Your aim is mostly true. You do not get to, unfortunately, see this head explode as of yet. But you do see your rifle rip through one of its kind of tendrils on its mouth. Mm-hmm. And it is now it was kind of like hovering above, and now it is still kind of hovering above, but it is kind of...
Oh!
Oh no, it's fine.
All over again. Perfect timing.
This is going to be interesting.
Well.
Well then. So is your cold any better?
Not really.
Darn.
I'm powering through it though.
I'm sure you are.
Hey, I thought of a terrible idea, and I think it might happen for the 7 Deadly Sins game. So you know that well, given everything that happened in the dream, and with Marcy, and with him trying to like finally face his past and stuff. He's assuming that Mercy had not have gotten teleported. He would have asked her to help him essentially reconnect with his more spiritual side, because he kind of left that behind when he figured out how bad it gotten. Well, the only thing he's got that he believes is a legitimate connection to something divine is the creature, the entity he signed a contract with back during this dungeon. So he's going to start praying to whoever this mark belongs to, because he assumes it's, a god that helped him, that helped us take out, the first, the sin.
Oh. Come back to Jesus, you wandering lamb.
Yeah, she doesn't know how bad this is going to be. But I'd let Echo know how bad this will probably be.
Interesting.
Well, that's neat.
Yeah, so he'll probably be starting that around the same time we start up again.
Yeah,
well,
I know I'm a broken
hoping...
record, but I hope she survives.
I was about to say the same thing.
We'll be fine.
Adios.
Hey, Michael.
I'm back.
You are.
My mic wasn't getting some of my audio there. I've been having that issue consistently the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, it was the robot. Wow.
Yeah, you bought out
all over again.
Oh, did I make that noise again?
You sure did.
Yeah.
Somebody clip that.
I believe we bought it to clip it.
Was that the same noise, or was it a different noise?
It was similar.
It was the same. It wasn't as
Same
intense
effect.
as last time, but yeah.
All right.
Can we make that a part of the story? Like he got struck by lightning or stubbed his toe for a second?
Yeah.
Gale flies through a portal and is launched through this cloud, and then he just gets shocked by lightning, and then he flies through another portal.
Just the shooting Gale star that just disrupts us when he says,
Suddenly Gale crashes into everybody. You know what? I'm going to roll a D100 at the start of the initiative every time, and if on initiative 20, I'm going to roll a D100, and if it is a 100, Gale is going to crash into somebody, and then just fall through another portal again.
Oh, please let it be me. Sorry, did I say that out loud?
Just let it be all of us, and he gives us a strike.
Spare. Oh. Oh man.
Anyway.
You good, Crystal?
I'm fine.
Are you good?
He's got it bad, so bad. Whatever happened there, I totally missed. It's probably a Baldur's Gate joke. I totally missed.
Oh no, she's just I mean, do you want to say it or should
Listen, I love Gale.
Is he from
He's
Baldur's
my favorite.
Gate?
Yeah, he is. He's my favorite.
For him. Duly noted. My skills of intellect and insight are not completely far gone.
I mean, we do have a whole channel dedicated to Baldur's Gate in the Hangout. And
I'm sorry, I haven't been paying attention to it.
Fair enough.
I'm not part of that
Did
club.
you see the that little glitch? I don't know if it's a glitch, just an exploit. Because you can tech with the scroll of Revivify before you meet Sorry, I'm blanking on her name. You can essentially kill her, go back to camp, let her know that you killed her, and her patron will come up and give you the infernal cloak for doing it.
Oh yeah.
And you can go back and revive her, but you have to do it without triggering her.
Yeah, you have to you can't trigger the dialogue. No, yeah. I did see that there's a way to do that though.
And it's funny because you give her because apparently she's the best person to give that item to, unless you're also melee. So give her the item that Demon gave you for killing her.
Yeah, I'm forgetting what the specific one, but I know that there's some. Oh, I remember what it is. There's a way to get both Minthara and I'm forgetting the second druid that you can recruit. Jaheira. You can get both Minthara and Jaheira in the same in your party on the same playthrough. It's just really hard to pull off because most of the time you have to go in opposite directions to get them on. But there is a sequence of events that you can get them both in your party.
I love that people are just finding out the ways to exploit the original, the loose story they gave us.
Oh yeah. Oh, and for your benefit, Heidi, I put in running commentary one of the comics that was in that Baldur's Gate channel between Tara and Gale.
Ah.
It's the best description of the relationship, I think.
It's appropriate.
Oh, beautiful. So the Flurkin from the thing.
The Flurkin?
Isn't that what it is from one of those Marvel things? It's like a cat, but it's like a knot.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yes.
Okay, all right.
Captain Marvel. Why did you say the thing? Though
I couldn't think of the name. I don't know Marvel.
I
just know that there's a
the
cat.
Thing is in the thing, not the thing, because there's a movie called The Thing.
Right, yeah.
It's a fair question, I think. Mm-hmm. But no, that's that. Yeah, no, I get what you mean.
Franny, just because somebody's pottying doesn't mean you have to go join them. Quit it.
Which it is your turn, Celia, when you are ready.
And does the drow answer my question?
Oh, right, because we're getting back into that conversation. The question was, what do you mean by him?
Yes. Also, is this drow familiar to me at all?
Roll a history check. It'll be a higher DC, I'll say.
That's a straight no. That's a 9.
9. Yeah, you don't know who this guy is. Damn, I had a cryptic thing that I wanted to say, but I don't think that was a 9. I can't say that cryptic thing.
Oh, did I say 9? I meant 29. Crazy.
I'm going to say the most cryptic thing imaginable. Sorry, now I'm looking through the Baldur's Gate channel and... Oh, man. Particularly just...
Have you never heard of He Who Shall Not Be Named?
Yeah, maybe this guy, maybe there's somebody related to this guy in the crew. You don't know. A friend of a friend, or unfriend of an unfriend. It doesn't seem out of the realm of possibility, though why he would be with the Xanathar Guild is uncertain. At least it's uncertain with a 9.
Also, what if they're a deserter like you thought you were?
I mean, he could be a true deserter. Or a double agent.
Or just a guy you think do look like his cousin.
Randy!
You asked him, who do you mean by him?
Yep.
Right. I think with that he's going to respond with, "Listen, I'm here doing my duty to my guild. I need to know who to trust."
Would it be like an insight check to see if I could pick up any clues in that sentence?
Yeah, let's go with an insight check.
Okay, that's not bad. That's a 13 plus 2, 15.
With a 15, this guy, as he's talking with you, his eyes are like darting back and forth between the rest of his kind of companions here, but particularly this Gorel creature that I think he mentioned it, or maybe I mentioned it to him and I just slipped. This like floating brain creature, as well as some of these other companions. He seems to be trying to talk to you in code, and I think with a 15 you get like he's trying to cryptically ask you the same question you're asking him. He's cryptically trying to ask you the same question you're trying to cryptically ask him. Do you work for the same person?
Let me see how Celia interprets this. He didn't send me here specifically, but finding this wizard is what's needed to be done so that I can complete my orders.
Alright. Roll... I generally this would be a persuasion or deception check, I'd say, but I think that this... Unless you believe that this would be, this is the case, roll deception.
Yeah, she 100% believes that.
Oh, so you are trying to use persuasion?
Yeah.
She legitimately believes that she needs to save Zam in order to complete his mission?
Well, it's the first step because she needs... So it's a long series of events, right? We need to save Zam so that the rest of her party can move on from Zam so that they can focus back on the original mission.
True.
And we need to go and meet with her people to see if we can do something for them.
Yeah,
and
so
we
it's
can't
like,
do that until
until I get this wizard, these people are going to be stuck on Zam, and then I'm just never going to finish this. So I need to get this wizard so that he can heal Zam.
Get back on track.
Yes.
Absolutely. We have been here a long time with very little progress.
Out of game, in game, it's been like a couple hours. Well, at least in your perspective.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. Just...
We're gonna come back from the astral realm, and it's gonna be like Waterdeep has exploded because whatever was in Zam exploded.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, why is there a crater where Trollskull Manor used to be?
Well, now that that's over with, back to our original mission.
Oh wait, no, there's the crater everywhere else.
Okay, that's a little tougher to deal with.
Nah.
But yeah, no, she fully believes that she needs to do this quickly so that they can get back on track.
Yeah. So yeah, roll that persuasion then.
$18.
18. With a little bit of a lump in his throat, he kind of gives you a nod and kind of says, "Act convincing." My cover's gonna be blown here, but let's at least get our time's worth out of this. this huge investment that I'm just throwing away. So, I will still leave you with, it is still your turn. So, is there anything you would like to do at this time? Any additional things?
She is going to, because right now she has the drow and one of the mechanical brain things next to her, right?
Yeah, the tall one that's kind of floating in the air. The smaller one is currently in a scuffle with Tara, bit away. Kind of a bit behind the Mind Flayer right now.
How far away is this light?
The light, I will say, is like 20 feet away.
I am going
you do think
to...
that you would be at risk of an opportunity attack from this brain creature.
I'm going to disengage.
All right.
And use my movement to go towards the light.
All right. The Mind Flayer is still in front of the light. I will actually also add before you commit to that.
Yep,
it's not
still going
interacting
for it.
with it. All right.
So 20 of my 40 feet getting up there, and then she's gonna reach out into the light.
This is tricky because I kind of want to say that since you're disengaging and
we can wait till next
you
turn.
had that whole conversation. Yeah, let's say that you get to the light and that's going to be the end of your turn.
End turn. All right, I'm down for that.
And then we'll get the resolution on the next turn.
Yep.
Or I will say if you want to try and do something, no, let's just keep it with that.
Yep. Nope. Right. That's my turn.
All right. It is this Intellect Devourer's turn. It is going to find the stat sheet. There we go. It is going to make an attack at Tara.
I just want to point out this is a Pokemon battle we're missing.
It sure is.
Brain Dog versus Wingcat. Da, 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 da. Sorry. So, okay, first attack hits, second attack is a nat 1. So it's going to do a little bit of damage to Tara. Okay. Tara's not looking so good. But this thing just kind of whiffs. I'm gonna say it falls prone. For its on that second attack. So it looks like Tara may have the upper hand here. It is now that dwarves' turn. Yeah, the brain took a couple swipes, I would say, to clarify what types of attacks. This dwarf currently has the you hatchet slammed into him, and then he's got this. Then you just put a haymaker in his face. Was it in his face or was it in his gut somewhere else?
Right across his jaw, just cold tapped him.
Oh yeah. Kind of stumbles
with
back
brass knuckles.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt. He stumbles back a step or two, and then with his good hand, because you're missing one, he's going to kind of reach across to his clavicle, and he's going to attempt to remove that hatchet. He manages to do so and takes a little bit of damage, kind of in the removing process. Kind of groans in pain, but he is going to use your own hatchet, and he is going to make a swing at you now.
Advantage.
Right, it is an advantage. First attack misses, even with advantage. That was almost a nat 20, but it rolled down to an 8. And then with advantage, does a 12 total hit? I assume not.
It does not.
Yeah. So this guy just kind of sluggishly stumbles forward and takes a few swipes over at you, kind of wincing in pain as he does this.
I got him seeing double.
Yeah, no, he is right near death. It is cool though with the combat, how much mileage we're getting out of this hatchet. That is his turn. Let me make good on my promise and roll that D100. And if it rolls 100, Gale is going to smash into somebody. Nope, that is not a 100.
Next time, guys. Next time.
If I had rolled the 100,
next time.
you're gonna. If I had rolled the 100, you were gonna go "Ooh, me! I want it to be me."
Me, 100% me. That's why I moved into the light. I am the prime target now.
That's the real reason.
That's the real reason.
You just shrivel up from the brightness.
Also, yeah, this can't be good for my
The
eyes.
brightness blinded you, so you didn't see that him screaming at you to get out of the way.
Yeah.
Shouldn't need to see in order to hear.
Nope, that's my
And
story. I didn't see.
I will add right now that there is hella mood lighting. Things are very dramatic right now. Yeah. It is Tara's turn. She is going to attempt to take some more swipes at this intellect devourer. Ooh, that's pretty good. Yep. Oh, she rolled max damage. Okay. That brings that thing down to... Okay. Okay. This intellect devourer is on the ropes. She's kind of lunges at it and kind of latches onto its back, kind of takes a few scratches at it before it kind of bucks her off. She kind of skids and she has kind of refound her footing. It is now that Drow's turn. Back up. Let's see. What's he gonna do? This drow is going to turn to his kind of compatriots here, particularly this Grell and this Mind Flayer, and he's going to turn to this Grell that's kind of moved a bit, kind of turned to face you, Cordelia. Sorry, not Cordelia, Celia. He's going to take a few steps back, and he's going to kind of, with this staff and kind of in one hand and kind of just this bolt of lightning that he kind of begins to summon in his other hand, he's going to kind of yell, "I will be done with you. I've had enough." And he's going to cast Witch Bolt at this thing.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Pull out the D12s. Wow. Yeah. So hit done. These more actions. Okay. Alright, so he's gonna upcast that to 2nd level. Actually, no, 3rd level. So you can. Oh, nice. So that's. And then. Mental math is frustrating at times. Yes. Okay. And then it has that many HP. It's down to that amount. Okay. This thing seems like it doesn't like that, but it doesn't seem. You actually kind of notice this thing doesn't seem quite as impeded as the impact of this lightning bolt might have originally seemed. Sorry. So it kind of like turns and lets out this hideous screech, kind of low and droning through this kind of echoing area around you. This drow kind of turns and is like, oh shit, and kind of moves back a little bit farther, kind of around, kind of behind you a little bit, Othronus.
Well, so much for keeping us covered.
So I got the.
I mean, look. Do I know he's like not our enemy anymore?
He just attacked one of the brain.
Yeah, he just attacked one of the things. He's not like hiding behind you. He's circled around, putting you between it.
Did I notice him like speaking to Celia at all?
You notice he just yelled at the brain thing and the mind flayer. I'd say roll a perception check to see whether you noticed Celia and him talking at all.
That's a 2 plus 2.
I do not think you noticed.
Yeah, they were not going to be great. But I know he did in fact attack the brain thing, so that's, not necessarily an ally to them.
Yeah. You see like this faint kind of arcing connection between him and this brain thing. Not like actively like flashing, but kind of like somewhat slightly maintained through the air.
A cool kind of little arc rainbow.
Yeah. Kind of like the plasma balls. Like, I don't know if you guys saw those or interact with them. Like when they're like one of the tendrils when it's like doesn't have anything connected to. That like lights up when you like touch it.
Yeah, those are cool at the old fairs.
Those work. Really cool. That is his turn though. He's going to kind of be very afraid of what may end up happening.
If he wants to trade dance partners, he should have said so. My guy's already on the ropes.
This Grell, I'm just going to start calling it Grell because that's what it is. It's called Grell. Grell. It is going to begin kind of floating in your direction. It's actually going to just kind of head towards your direction, and it's going to just kind of veer around you and like circle around you and this dwarf kind of as you're fighting. So actually you are able to, if you choose, make a opportunity attack against this thing as it's just moving past you.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right. You may roll your damage. That definitely hits.
For 1 on the damage die. 5 total.
Oof. That 5 damage is still 5 damage. All right. This thing kind of squeals in pain but it does not stop and turn back towards you. It is going to make some attacks against this drow. That's gonna actually. That would hit, but he's gonna cast Shield on himself.
Woo!
Guns in handy. It's gonna make another attack though. That will not hit though. So he kind of very much is about to get hit when he kind of puts his hands up in the way. And like the tentacle kind of like he kind of has to maintain the shield as this tentacle just kind of like tries to wrap around it and kind of like force its way in. I don't know if it shows in that. Let me see if it shows in that image. But like these tentacles like end in like these whip-like spines. But it is unable to get in.
That's what she said. Sorry.
Really, Heidi? Really?
Yes, really. Because I have the brain.
I'm thinking, guys. I'm thinking we're a bad influence on her, guys.
Such innocent young
the
girl.
bad influence on myself.
Well, if you say so.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. Let me see, because it is the Mind Flayer's turn now. Let's do that. Okay. This Mind Flayer kind of is got a couple of choices now. Kind of in front of it. Kind of looking between you, Celia, and you, Cordelia. Kind of both of you have earned its ire. You, Celia, are just now directly in front of it, kind of defying it. It does kind of look over more enraged at you, Cordelia. But let's see.
Yeah, go for the little one. Great job distracting him, Cordelia. Keep it up.
You can do it.
He doesn't know what a gun is. Pretend you're gonna poke him.
It looks between the two of you before settling on a third. Othronis, roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh, cool. The thing I just said I'm the worst.
You can do it, Othronis. I believe in you.
Actually, you do have advantage on the saving throw, though. As you are currently in combat with its allies, and your allies are in combat with it.
Okay, that's relieving, but I'm also afraid of what the other shoe's going to be for this one. I was an 18 on the die, because I have no pluses.
18 on the die. All right. You are able to successfully resist a dominate monster. So you resist this attempt to make you into its thrall. It looks.
It was weird, but the second it happened, you heard almost not like out of his mouth, but more like in his throat, almost like the beginning of a roar, and then it kind of just sputtered out.
Interesting. Nonetheless, though, it does look even more upset, irritated, kind of staring down at you now, Celia. But nevertheless, though, that is its turn. Actually, no, it does kind of speak in all of your minds. You hear a resonating, "You disturb me so. Leave at once, for you do not know who you disturb."
But we could. Hold on, somebody's calling.
You just said we disturbed you. So, the answer to your question is you.
Not I alone. That is its turn, though. Ulthranus, it is your turn with Cordelia on deck, which she's at.
I gotta roll something because that dominant monster was not. Really doesn't like people who try to mess with him.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. You are on deck. It is Ulthranus' turn.
Shit. Well, I'm glad that wasn't the one he did for the other one, but just rolled a quick wisdom check for me. So, being like about to finish off someone who I think would be best out of the fight immediately. I'm sorry, guys. It was a bad roll.
Ignore all
on
of
the
that.
wisdom
You're
check.
gonna come straight for the money.
Yeah, I could have finished this guy off so easily right now, and instead,
Stiff- You cast Stiff
real,
Wind. Yeah.
not even a little bit. I know, like I could kick him and he'd probably go down. Instead, I'm just looking at the drow and just almost growling at him, just finish him off. And I'm just walking straight towards the mind flare, and taking out my second bladed brass knuckle. Can I get to him with my 30 feet?
Yes. Though as you kind of turn towards the drow to comment on that, it's like, I mean, I got my hands full, but okay. But yes, you're able to get to him within your 30 feet, and equip that brass knuckle, bladed brass knuckle.
Yeah, taking 2 swipes.
2 swipes. Or I guess a punch and a swipe. Do you have one that's bladed and one that's not bladed? Or are they both bladed? I just didn't catch on.
I have a pair that's both of them are bladed and a pair that's just normal brass.
Okay. So you're swapping out to the bladed pair? Yeah. Hello?
Hello?
Salarian?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry, got distracted. I'm rolling 2 attacks. Both of them are going to be reckless.
All right.
Okay, so 17 for the first attack, and then an 18 for the second. I don't know what this guy's ace.
Both of those will hit. Everything good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 15 for the first one, then 7 for the second one.
All right. 13 and 7, so 20 total. Nice.
Yeah. And, wait, no, 20. Wouldn't that be 22, or am I counting off wrong?
Oh, is there something else, or?
Or, no, it would have been 15, and then 7.
Oh, for damage? I thought you said...
Yeah.
Is it alongside the 20, or is it?
No, that's the damage in total. Like it's 15 for the first attack, and then the second one is just 7.
Okay. Oh, okay, because the first one has a bonus. I see.
Yeah, I get one, like a baby smite for each one.
Yeah. Okay. So that's just slightly higher. Okay, I see. Yeah, no, you kind of take these swipes. Are you going for its chest, a limb?
I'm specifically targeting the tendril beard just to piss.
Yeah, I think with that you're able to kind of take off another one of these tendrils and kind of take a swipe across its chest, and you see this both from these tendril stumps and kind of across its like lower chest, because it's got the breastplate that it is wearing, but kind of underneath that you have made a slash, and it is now kind of oozing this dark purple ooze. I said oozing twice in that sentence.
Grape jelly.
Grape flavored
That's
blood.
exactly what it is. Delicious.
Yum.
Anybody want some calamari? You actually like cut off this tendril, and it actually starts wriggling around when you drop it when it's dropped on the ground. It does not. It does not approve. But is there anything else that you want to do on your turn?
That's it.
All right. Oh wait, actually, I should have. I'll roll for that now. I think he's not going to hit, but I still need a roll for that opportunity attack the dwarf got. That doesn't hit.
It'd still be with advantage, because I don't think it's...
Oh, right. That still doesn't hit. Comedic dice rolling sometimes. Kind of like weakly kind of like takes a swipe at you as you kind of just walk away. So, Cordelia, it is now your turn.
All right. Well, I'm going to try to shoot the other face tentacles off this guy, so...
yeah, down to his last tentacle.
All right.
No, there are 2 more. There are 2 more.
Well, then let's make it 0. That's 18
Is it true
plus
if we
8
shoot off
hit.
all the tentacles, he comes back, he returns to a normal person?
So 26 to hit.
26 to hit. That will surely hit.
All right. And damage, 10 plus 4, 14.
Rolling the right dice, right? Just double checking.
Yes. I rolled a d12 this time.
No, you're good. So 14 total, you said?
Mm-hmm.
All right. This thing is not doing well. With this one, you get it about like halfway down, so it's still like partially on, but it kind of looks like a unshapen mustache now, like a long, unshapen, wriggling mustache. But then you kind of trim it off, and now it's reminding you a bit of Silas.
2 for 2, Cordelia. Woo.
Specifically in the you shooting off his part of his mustache.
Hell yeah, that's the most emasculating thing you could do to a man like him. Shoot off his mustache. Destroy him and his ego.
All right. This thing is still up, but it is not looking good. Celia, it is... Cordelia, is there anything else you'd like to do? Staying in your perch?
I'm good. Yep,
Sniper
staying in my perch. I haven't been hurt yet.
Yeah, Celia, you are next to this mind flare. Does not look happy. You're also next to this light. I don't know if you know what this light looking happy or unhappy would mean.
I don't know, but I'm about to find out soon because I want to try and reach out and touch the light.
Are you touching it? Are you trying to grab it? Are you trying to smack it?
I am
Are you
trying to like
caressing it?
Absolutely, gentle caresses. No, I'm trying to like see if I could stick my hand in through the light.
Like reaching it in,
Yeah.
trying to see just kind of what you feel.
Yeah.
When you reach in to this light, you feel similar to like how I described what Thranis had felt when he tried to reach through Gale's like portal. It's this kind of cold, numbing sensation. But it kind of reaches up your arm a bit. You did like feel like you kind of touched something there, though. I don't know if you retract or if you're trying to hold on and touching it. But it feels... Yeah, I assume, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep trying to grab onto whatever I'm touching.
Yeah. It feels like this, like, geometric, crystalline, like, rock shape. You kind of touch it and grab it. It feels, now that you've got your hand in here, it feels somewhat brittle, at least like this. You touch this and it feels like the entire light here is this rock. But if you try moving it now, it may break.
Am I able to put more of my body into the light? Kind of like how Thranis wanted to shove himself into the portal. See, that's
Like
gonna try to do. I'm trying to like climb into the light.
It's. I will add, this isn't like a portal. This is like something is emanating from this light.
Oh, okay.
Like an object. Or the light is emanating from something, not summoning something is emanating from the light. That doesn't make sense dramatically.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. In this case, how big is this geometric thing?
It's about softball sized. Sorry. Roll an Arcana check, real quick.
23.
23.
I'm
okay.
good at those.
Indeed you are. With that, you get the sense that this Mind Flayer was trying to... he was doing something to try and, like, condense this, so that he could potentially take it with him. Take it away from this place. You get the sense that, like, he was about, like, midway through, and that means that it's semi tangible. You get the feeling like you could... It's almost a bit like soft limestone, though, that you may be able to, like, crush this, or if you try and move it, like, while it's in this, like, semi-tangible form, it'll disrupt whatever is powering this.
Okay. Hold on, rolling. I'm gonna try and break it.
All right. In this case, let me think about this a moment. I'm gonna say in this case, this is probably a bit of a weird use of this. I'm gonna say roll a charisma check.
Oh.
It's a weird use of this, but I'm gonna roll with it.
11.
11. I'll say you kind of reach into this and kind of begin fiddling around with it. This mind flayer kind of turns from Othronis's kind of current attacker and like sees you doing this, and he kind of, again in your head, in this kind of like strange voice, a little bit more desperate this time as you're doing this, he goes, "Wait, no!" And then kind of, how are you gonna like try and like rip this out and kind of like rip it apart, or are you gonna try and like crush this? How do you?
I want to try and crush it, like crumbling chalk or something in my hand.
Yeah, you grab this, and yeah, it is like chalk, like a big kind of weird crystal bit of chalk, but probably even more brittle. That even. You all actually see this kind of let's see, what would this be? This sort of kind of flash of light kind of emanate, like everything kind of gets really bright from this, and then it kind of like, there's almost like a little bit of a, like, not a shock wave that like pushes you back, but like you kind of feel the energy like pulse out and then like get pulled back in as you see this crystal now a lot dimmer without this light, but you see it kind of crumble down around you and turn to ash. And you see this mind flayer just kind of go, "Do you have any idea what you've done?" That's your turn, though.
Listen, we have not had a single idea of what we've been doing this entire time.
Yeah, you've been doing things. You sure have been doing things.
We sure have.
Yeah. Get to the top of the initiative here. Is there anything else you would like to do with your turn?
No.
I am going to say that takes your action, though.
No, that's my turn.
All right. Intellect Devourer is going to go again. Let's see. That is a miss. That's going to hit. Calatrus does not seem to be looking too good.
Calatrus?
Said Calatrus again. I'm sorry. My public apology video. Tara does not seem to be looking too good. But she's still up. Just kind of got tossed around a little bit more. The dwarf. Let's see. He's surprisingly still alive. Surprisingly, nobody's actually died yet or gotten knocked out. Sorry. Let's see. He's uncertain of what to do. Let me roll for him. Okay, I think with that, I'm gonna say with that, kind of blinded in pain and rage and confusion and literally blinded by that flash of light, the dwarf is gonna kind of like be spun around, and he's gonna turn in your direction, Cordelia.
Ooh.
He is going. He's gonna start stumbling, trying to like, with this axe in hand, kind of stumbling towards you, and unfortunately, he does not see the pit between you two, or the kind of hole in, because you're on a different platform entirely, and he just
I gave that
doesn't.
drow one job.
It hasn't been his turn yet, to be fair. So this guy just walks right off. And you all hear a kind of yell as he falls into the abyss.
That guy's definitely coming back as the villain for like the sequel.
And I think Cordelia's currently the only one near the edge of any of the platforms to kind of see, but he just kind of begins falling and falling and falling and hits a little bit of rubble.
Walk
falling.
much?
You do not know if you'll ever see him again.
That's okay. I'm pleased with this turn of events.
Yeah. We get to the top of initiative again, and I don't know about you guys. It's getting, decently, moderately late here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking I'm going to kind of describe a little bit more of what's happening, and then we're going to end off for the night. And then we'll
Sounds
kind of
good to me.
resume this next time if that works for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So kind of things, been kind of happening pretty quick. Kind of a bit of a yell from this mind flayer. You feel the stone, this rubble underneath you begin to kind of lurch. And you feel yourself moving. Perhaps in a direction you weren't necessarily expecting. It seems like all this debris kind of around you begins kind of swirling around, but this platform you're on is beginning to rise, fall. Directions are weird, but the tower is above you and you are beginning to race towards it. This platform you guys are on. You're not certain what's exactly happening, but you are now on a moving platform.
Nice.
Fun stuff. And I think, hopefully, definitively, next time we will be wrapping up this little dungeon here.
Okay.
Sorry, I know this has probably gone on a bit longer than we were intending.
All right, things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything? Yeah. Anybody wanted to check in on it this time?
I think
This feels like the most productive episode we've had in a while.
Right? We did stuff.
Honestly, it gets flack on. Some people give combat flack, but it is honestly kind of nice because it gives some clear goals and clear rules on how to move forward concisely.
It's either get the hell out or make sure they don't get back up.
Yeah, that kind of sums it up. Well, this has been fun.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for hosting.
Yeah, thank you.
I hope you guys all have a nice evening and a good day tomorrow. I'll be honest, because I kind of wanted to share it last week when we had the game night, but I didn't get a good opportunity, and then Kimmy didn't hop on this time. I was thinking if she hopped on, I might give her control of Tara just for the hell of it, because I feel like she would have some fun with that.
Aw.
But
would've been cute.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
She would have had fun with that.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Crystal,
gonna
you're
hop off, get some rest. I am.
Yeah.
Power through.
Take care of yourself, girl.
get
Honey,
some.
lemon,
Get some of those
and a shot of your
emergency-
choice.
I have those. I take a lot of vitamin C. I just get sick a lot, which is awful.
Oh, girl. And you're even out there where it's
That's-
dry. You need to.
I know.
You need some humidity. Come here. It's
I'm,
cold and wet in Ohio.
Wonderful.
Cold
Just
and
what I
wet,
need.
known to do wonders for
Wonders for colds.
wonder
Hey,
for
if it
colds
gets
and
too
allergies.
dry, that's when my
That's
throat
also
gets
bad.
scratchy. But then again,
Honestly,
I don't know.
just weather in general is.
Also, yes,
kinda
I
Also,
hard.
need
the
no weather.
Ron Swanson recipe for this is just cook
Yeah.
and eat yourself a steak and put on a pair of wet socks and drink your choice of any booze.
Perfect.
Mm.
I'm trying all of them tonight. We'll see what happens in the morning.
Nice. I'm sure